In India, there is a richest king who is very stingy. You have everything in life. I thought you would feel happy with those things. But not in my heart. The king always feels uneasy in his heart. And that's why you've never had a good night's sleep. So, he sought out the shamans and received the king's answer. Go out and find your own happiness. Listen to that monk. The king set off the next morning. Start going around and paying respects to many different masters. But the king's pain still can't be soothed. At this point, Mr. Cho thinks there's nowhere else to go. So, he went into that forest. Yet, here you hear a strange sound. He directly guided the king to the statue of the god. So Mr. Panther, you have respectfully joined your hands in prayer. Who would have thought? At this moment, the king's soul became strangely peaceful again. Unexpectedly, a group of people suddenly appeared from behind. See you later. The new king just expressed his intention to the leader. Please take this god away. The village chief has spoken. The king can ask for anything. And the god Panther. Then they can't let you take it away. Who would have thought that the village chief just finished speaking? Then the person next to me suddenly had a seizure. So, the panther spirit has entered this man. And yet, this god agreed to follow the king. But in return, the king must do something with the people here. I heard that. The new king promised to give them a part of his land. Then Panzer God said something else. If the king breaks his word, he will be punished by you. Just like that. The king then successfully brought the god back to the palace. Electricity is still available for the people in the forest. I also have a vast piece of land. Until the next 15th. The king's story is gradually falling into oblivion. At this moment, your grandchildren are getting greedy, going into the forest to reclaim the land from before. Unexpectedly, Panther. He threatened that he would be punished. Yet, that man is still so stubborn. I want to take the god Ra to court. At this moment, Panther. You just said you would judge me in the courtroom. Done speaking. The panther god ran straight into the forest. And then just disappear in front of everyone. Until the next morning. Indeed, the royal offspring has been sentenced. And surprisingly, it's exactly as Panzer predicted. He had previously died on the steps of the courthouse. From then on, nobody dared to bring this up anymore. The village has also become very peaceful and highly developed. They hold festivals every year. In memory of their god. But the most outstanding thing has to be the buffalo racing. The place of Shiva's bulls in the south. Always win. And almost everyone in the village was not surprised by that. This year is the same too. Your buffalo has already arrived 6 seconds ahead of the second person. Unexpectedly, when announcing the award, the landlord's son has bribed the organizing committee. So that his buffalo can win the first prize. Hearing this, Sivan below is extremely angry. Just like that, Lau rushed onto the stage and punched the landlord's son. Mixed feelings. I saw the young master getting beaten. My followers just keep rushing in like that. But they're also not opponents of Nam Chen H. You're like a god of war, taking out enemies one by one. Hit the whole group ashore and into the fields. I can't beat it. They just ran away, scared out of their wits. Then, let's solve this problem. The landlord even had to personally invite Shivan to his house. Then, directly apologize and give gold medal for men. Maine. But just at this moment, a bald police officer appeared. The name is Parker. He just took office and is extremely hacky. On the first day, he saw the hunting village and captured them again. Then, give those people a lesson. Then say that from now on, AI wants to do whatever it wants in the forest. We all have to ask for his opinion. It's not over yet, even after the police officer went on patrol the next day. I've noticed that a lot of people are going into the forest. Get the medicinal herbs. Return. So he called back and said that they were exploiting illegal forest resources. Therefore, he will confiscate all of these medicinal materials. Unexpectedly, Sivan just happened to pass by at that moment. I feel unfair. You can't just stand by and watch. So I came in front of the bald police officer. Question him. What basis do we have for them to listen to him? From ancient times, the people here have always relied on the forest for their livelihood. Don't expect them to ask his permission. Hearing this, the police officer is extremely annoyed. But I also don't dare to touch Sivan. Therefore, we had to let the people bring the medicinal materials. Nevertheless, from this moment on, he has held a grudge against Nam Chen H. Until that evening, when Lang gradually performs the ritual of worshipping the gods. They are setting off fireworks and watching the performance together. Who would have thought that the policeman would hear the explosion from so far away? Just get in the car and drive straight into the forest. Then, confiscate the people's firecracker bags as well. Seeing that, Sivan can't bear it anymore. Go there immediately. Grab the bag of firecrackers from the bald police officer's hand. That means you're declaring war on him. But that person is not going to hold back this time either. I'm also planning to teach Nam a lesson. Fortunately, the people just stepped in and stopped it at that moment. Only then can we avoid a war from breaking out. The police officer failed again. I had no choice but to turn around and go back. This bald guy still doesn't want to leave the villagers alone. The next day, he sent the driver into the village. Say that it's according to the government's order. Come here and measure the size of the forest. From then on, see how much the villagers have encroached. Hearing this, everyone is extremely angry. But it's impossible to stop. Got this police officer's name. Meanwhile, Shivan is going out to let the buffalo loose. As soon as you receive the news, you should immediately come back. You're like a fierce beast. Rush into the crowd of villagers who are fencing off their land. The more they come at me, the more I get fired up. Hit each of them so they fly off nearly a kilometer away. I see the situation is not good. The bald police officer just pulled out his gun. Then, shoot a warning shot to ask Shivan to stop. Who would have thought that it would make him even more excited? Lau is determined to fight against that policeman. Unexpectedly, we haven't had the chance to approach yet. He or she is really good at martial arts. Still can't win against guns and bullets. Then the police officer told his subordinates to restrain and tie him up. As a result, you got caught by the police. Wrap a thick rope around it. Bitter person. Watching the police officers demarcate the boundaries of the village. I can't accept this. So that night, Sivan went to see the landlord. Request to cooperate with him. Deal with that annoying police officer again. So, the next morning, the main character and others have entered the forest, directly cutting down big trees. Then, bring it back to the landowner's wood workshop to cut and carve to make hunting rifles. Very quickly, the police officer also got to know this information. He also quickly led his troops to the village. Send a threat to Shivan. If we don't stop the production of guns, then he will take you to the police station. But Shivan is not at all afraid. You said that. They just want to make guns for hunting. Just shoot more. Hearing this, even the bald police officer is at a loss for words. I had to lead people back. Being too pushy, Shivan is further intensifying the production process. He let the logger work day and night. Who would have thought that during this time, there's a bald police officer. Increased patrols. He and his gang drove into the forest to catch Tang. Despite that, Namch, NH, Sivan, and their friends are very clever. We noticed some activity and immediately stopped all mining operations. But unfortunately, the tree was harvested poorly. I was dumb. Just go ahead and crush that cop's car. This time, Sivan has really caused a big problem. When the people in the AI car were also seriously injured, intentionally causing injury to the police. If I get caught, I'm definitely going to die. So there's nothing else I can do but temporarily hide in the forest. Very fast. Then, the police sent people to check in Village 6. But I just can't find Sivan. This makes the police officer look ridiculous. I'm in the hospital and I'm so frustrated. He can't swallow this anger. Therefore, we have sent people to ambush day and night in the village. Indeed, this method has worked. After many days hiding in the forest without food, the male group can only go back empty-handed. We'll get some food and then sleep here overnight. Unexpectedly, they fell into the trap of that bald police officer. As soon as it was dawn, Maravin opened her eyes. I've seen a lot of police surrounding me. Seeing you, a bald police officer, is like finding gold. He directly stole Shivan's gun. I always want to get rid of you. Unexpectedly, the bullet backfired. He also got seriously injured. As a result, Shivan was sent to Lau's house with his accomplices, and the police officer is in the hospital again. Meanwhile, the villagers have already gathered at the landlord's house. Hopefully, he can post bail for Shivan. Who would have thought the landlord would turn against us now? He said he wouldn't bail out a murderer. Who would have thought that something would happen in the village right now? A young man was suddenly killed. Then the body was thrown into the middle of the village square. This has shocked everyone. Because this young man is the one who specializes in making things happen. Offering sacrifices to the gods. He's gone now. Then they won't be able to do this. Not long after being in prison, Sivan also knows about the death of his friend. I'm extremely shocked because that person has also been my close friend since we were kids. At this moment, I also remember the dream when I saw the god panther sitting and crying. Then it turns out the reason is the death of the young man Kier. Through that, the main character is determined to find the culprit at all costs. But who would have thought that the one who did that would be the landlord himself? He took the opportunity while Shivan was in jail. No one is blocking the way to tell that young man over there. The god helped him steal the people's land. But that guy has no intention at all. The result was ruthlessly eliminated by him. And then afterwards, he is planning to bail out Shivan Ra again, so that he can borrow a hand to get rid of that annoying police officer. So what? Landlords can easily seize the land of the people. Because he believes this land belongs to his ancestors. We have given it to the people of the past, and until now, it's time for that land to return to its owner. But he had no idea that this was the Holy Land. Who dares to touch it will have a carpet ending. Not long after the main male group was bailed out. At the landlord's house prepared a feast, to welcome Shivan back, to win your heart. The landlord told Shivan, "You know who killed Cho? The performer is the bald cop. So far I have wanted to ban the worship of the people, the village, but nothing. That's why he struck out with the performer." Hearing this, Shivan was very angry. Just want to chop up the Kier cop. You don't know that you've got it. The trap of the landlord. You're like a tiger ready to go hunting. As long as the sword is forged, I'll dye it red with the cop's blood. Who knows where a bunch of assassins are coming from right now? They want to get rid of Shivan tonight. But these people don't know that they've moved the wrong person. Even if the army is several times larger, then there's still no match for Shivan. I went crazy and killed every one of them. When a man comes, a man dies. 2 guys came and I hit them both. So all the assassins were beaten up by the Shivan. During the fighting, he managed to remove the veil of a man, through which to discover them. He is the owner's man. Know how to fight back. The assassins also pulled together and ran off their pants. And Shivan, he is now on his way to the owner's house. Ask for it. I thought I was halfway there. Vanna suddenly appeared and made him fall. And then a wild boar appeared. Lead you to the neighborhood or worship. There was also a red circle on the ground. And in the sky the moon shone on the Shivan. You are like a god right now. Meanwhile, the villagers have now gathered enough. They realize the owner's intentions. So I want the same cop to stop this. Shivan returned soon after. You're in front of the police officer. Bow sorry. I want him to help the village defeat the landowner. But who suspects? The owner also received a report of 7 defeats. So he immediately ordered a concentration. The whole person, fully armed to the village. And very quickly he's got the same people here. The landlord also turned the cards upside down. He wants to get everyone out of this land. It's made people angry. Even the police officer. Next door is also unacceptable. He holds a spear to the owner. Unfortunately, it was avoided by him. This also officially started a war. Exploded on one side is the army of landlords stealing land. On the other side are the people and the police. Both sides fought hard. There were a lot of people injured there. Sivan also withdrew Gilra to fight. When you meet someone, you eliminate them. He will not spare anyone who comes here to steal land. Meanwhile, the owner sat in the observation chair. Then banned guns from shooting down people. Young and old, he doesn't care. He even shot his own man by mistake. That made the boys next to him angry. The other side, the police officer is also helping people. He took out every enemy with a gun. Unfortunately, he was injured in the fighting. Taking that opportunity, the new enemy came to dominate. I thought this was hard to escape. Then suddenly Sivan came from Lao to relieve the danger. Some 10 guys saved me. The police came back from the dead. But the south also fell into danger. There are too many enemies. I can't fight them all. As a result, their mouths are covered. See that? The man next to the boss. Suddenly shooting. Danger for you. But because of that shot, I was also killed by the landlord. Take that opportunity. Sivan jumped up and knocked out all the guys next to him. Then he went to the landlord. I thought I was kicked by the bodyguard. He's too good at martial arts for you to do anything. Then he picked you up with one hand. Just throw me a few 100 meters away. Shivan is now completely unconscious. That's why the battle ended. While people are grieving, because I thought the guy was dead. The name of the landlord, happy to have achieved the goal. Then suddenly Panther appeared to wake Shivan. That's why the male body twitches. Now everyone knows that their god is enlightened. Sivan turned into a god. Easily touched the blow of the landlord's junior. Then you can easily finish him off in one note. You see, the others are also coming. They also suffer the same fate. He was beaten by the van and broke every bone, grinded like peanut candy. Even the one who hit you. Now he's broken his neck backwards. Now there is only the owner. Sivan, stand in front of him and repeat what I said to you. The king of old who dared to offend. If he steals this land, he will be punished. And Sivan. So he threw his sword down the golden stream. Since then, Sivan has been the embodiment of a god. Protect the people in the village. Even the police officer didn't dare to provoke. The 7 movie sessions here have all ended. Hello, and see you again in the next movie. Goodbye.